Welcome back to my survival world. Last episode, we purchased this hydraulic press and ended up building a cobblestone generator and farm out of it for it to generate raw copper, iron, and gold automatically for us. We also added a third story to our house, which includes an enchanting table, although it is not yet complete. We're still missing 4 bookshelves. This episode, I hope to complete the enchanting table setup and get enough levels to actually start enchanting. But more importantly, I also want to purchase this steam engine and ideally one more item. We've racked up quite a few refined copper bolts now, and I've been a little bit conservative lately, so I think I'm going to splurge today. Let's begin by purchasing the steam engine. This looks so cool, all the pipes sticking out of it. I'm excited to see what this does. The steam engine says it is fueled by placing water on top of it. It doesn't require any other fuel and smelts much faster than normal. So that makes it sound like this is a furnace, which it definitely looks like. Let's place it down and see how that looks. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, and then inside, okay, just a normal furnace setup looks like, okay. I don't have any water on me, so let's mine this up and then we will see how it works. Suck up some water over here. Also think I'll go ahead and just continue maintaining my sugarcane farm so that we can craft the bookshelves that we need as soon as we have the leather. Okay, so just for interest's sake, let's place this down and we'll put some water on top. Okay, awesome. It looks like it's on. We do have the fire there and some really cool particles coming out of it. That's really neat. We've got a stack of iron here, so let's slot that in and see how that goes. Okay, we can see here, it looks like when it starts smelting, it starts like almost halfway, maybe even more than halfway through the arrow. So yeah, this is incredibly fast. I guess I'll let that continue for now. This obviously isn't where it's going to stay, but we'll see how long that water lasts and see how many, items we get out of it. While we're waiting, I'll actually craft up a hopper and we'll see if we're able to feed into this. So putting the iron in here, that doesn't seem to do it. That makes sense. So just like a normal furnace. I don't know if the back will work. No, okay. So it seems like just like a normal furnace, to feed into it, we actually have to put the hopper on top, which of course we can do, it works. But if we do that, then we can't give it the water. Oh, it looks like it stopped. And that gave us 20 iron ingots. So that's pretty good. It just takes one, bucket of water. It doesn't even obviously consume the bucket. For 20 smelts, obviously not as good as lava, but pretty decent, especially for being essentially free. The problem is because we can't put the hopper on top of it and fuel it, we can't automate it. But I still think that's pretty good, and we could probably, let's pick this up. Oh, looks like we have a pillager patrol over there. Just the one guy, but his captain can't be too far off, I would imagine. Yeah, I think we'll just let them pass on their own. So I'm just gonna set up like a little basic area right here. Place some dirt, just temporary. So we'll put the steam engine right there, and then get some water up here. Okay, so yes, it does look like it needs a full source block to be on top for it to actually consume it. So I'm gonna actually put this here, and then if we do that there, okay, so yeah, it makes a infinite water source as normal, and then that starts to feed the steam engine. And it looks like that does work completely normally. It won't consume it again, looks like, since it's already going. So we could put some raw iron in there, and in theory, that should just keep running. We'll leave this running as is for now, because we are running a little bit low on iron ingots, but I think we'll definitely want to build a proper home for this. Before we start planning though, let's go down to the shop and see what we want to buy next. So we have 8 copper bowls, so we could buy the mob grinder, that is 6. The steam golem core is 8, we have enough for that now. And then the last thing is a steam drill for 5. We have enough bolts to buy any of the remaining items now, but I think because of that, I am still going to go in order. So that means the next thing is the steam drill. This thing looks small, but I have a feeling it's going to pack a punch. So this says when placed can be fueled with water. While fueled, right-click to pilot, and then hit to disengage, whatever that means. So it sounds like this also is a placeable block. Let's set it down here, just to see what it... Oh, big boy. Okay, so it might not be a placeable block necessarily. We've got a barrel here. Okay, so right-clicking it, looks like puts me on top of it. I'm riding it. Oh. Hello, sir. You stay over there, and I'll stay over here. So we have this barrel back here. I can hit to disengage. Okay, so it just drops it, I see. So it says can be fueled with water, probably pretty similar to this steam engine, although this isn't a block, so I'm not entirely certain how. Let's grab a water real quick and place it down. So if I right click it with the water bucket, it doesn't seem to have done anything. I just got in it like normal. What if we click the barrel? Ah, yes, that seems to have done it. That is actually kind of loud. I just turned down my block volume, but even that's still a little loud. Yep, the noise is perhaps a little bit much. But regardless, let's go down. This is a drill. Presumably it's used for mining. So let's go down into a cave and really see how this works. So we'll make our way down to somewhere relatively safe. Oh, well, I thought anywhere was going to be relatively safe, but this is immediately dangerous. Whew! Okay, crisis averted for now. So we already have this little section here, so let's place this down. Okay, and it looks like it always rotates so the barrel is facing me. That's kind of nice. So if we hop in, place the water in. Oh, looks like we can't do it while we're riding it. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. This is so cool. Look at it go. Oh, running into a cave. Looks like it does obey gravity. We've fallen a little bit. Okay, and it stopped. So it can't go through gravel. Let's break that. So it can't go through gravel. It didn't mind the clay back there either, so it looks like it can only drill through stone, which makes sense. Ooh, some iron back here. Not that we need it, we have an iron generator. And just from those few seconds, we got over 5 stacks of cobblestone, plus the iron that we mined up. This is going to be really nice for mining, and especially for resource collection. Let's go back up and check on the steam engine. Okay, so it's still running, and it has gone through all of that iron. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started with some more. We'll go ahead and grab from our hydraulic press farm. Very nice. Well, let's see. We'll grab raw iron out of that, drop it in here. Now, importantly, when we set up the build for this, we can put a hopper underneath it still, and that'll provide a little bit of automation. But ultimately, we're always going to have to put the items that we want smelted into it manually. What I'm thinking right now, though, I'm going to clean up my inventory a little bit, craft a chest, and then I think we're going to go down and mine for some diamonds. At the same time, of course, we'll be at deep slate level, so we'll get tons of deep slate thanks to our steam engine. And I'm hoping if the steam drill gives XP when it mines the ores, then by the end of this trip, I would like enough diamonds to craft a full set of armor and be able to enchant it. We'll see if that's actually able to become a reality, though. And we want to go down to deep slate level. Ow. Ooh. Danger, my gosh. Came out of nowhere. And more importantly, diamond level. So let's see, we found some diamonds there and almost straight ahead over there, but we're not actually that far below the stone level. So I think we actually want to try to go deeper if we can. Oh, a copper bolt. Wow, this is deep. I didn't know they could spawn this deep. That's so cool. Well, that's on sort of the way that we're going anyway, so let's head down there. Oh, a dungeon. Oh, a creeper dungeon. What? Oh, that's so mean. Okay. All right. How best to deal with this? Well, we do have water. I'm going to make a little water source up here real quick. I know there's tons not like 20 feet from me, but... Okay, so let's do this. And then... we should be pretty okay. Well, actually, let's just literally grab the bolt. Oh, and the water's pushing them all away. Oh, that wasn't even my plan. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to break the spawner. I don't have any need to make a gunpowder farm. Oh my gosh, there's so many creepers. Oh. No! Oh, because it's in water. Duh. Alright, that's fine. see what loot we've got. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that, I guess. Free bucket. And this one, fine. We're just gonna throw out the bones and rotten flesh, I think. Okay, so let's continue finding a good level to begin drilling. Got some mobs over there, gotta contend with. Ah, too far. Okay, looks like we are going deeper, that's good. Ha ha ha, direct hit. Okay, that's fair. So let's see. We're now getting pretty deep. I hear some lava as well when we're near. Okay, so we're right near lava level, which is the optimal place to be mining for diamonds. Now, of course, the risk of using the steam drill around this area is that if it ends up drilling into a cave and we fall, we could fall directly into lava and we lose both our life, our items, and the steam drill. So we're gonna wanna pick a height that's perhaps less optimal for diamonds, but more optimal for not dying. Right around here, I feel like makes sense. So let's place this down. We're gonna make a little area here, a little safe zone. Put a chest here, torches, and we'll put all our junk in there that we got from the dungeon. Okay, so we should be able to advance this way. I'm sure this will be a little bit of montage, so enjoy. Okay, so it still had some charge left in it, but our steam drill was able to mine us very, very far. We got tons of cobbled deep slate, tough. We did end up finding a small vein of diamonds. And clearly there's just tons of blocks left. But most importantly, we spotted a copper bolt. So it appears to just be in this obsidian box, presumably. The steam drill evidently cannot mine through this. But fortunately, our steampunk pickaxe seems to be as good as diamond. Here we go. All right, awesome. Pretty cool that there's, all kinds of different ways that these copper bolts can be protected underground. We got the dungeon. Of course, there was the skulk shriekers back up above, and now this obsidian box. I think I'm going to go back to the chest that we had at the start real quick. Also mine up any redstone I find along the way for experience. But I want to put back some of this stuff so that we can collect even more items. Oh, some diamonds. And tons of mobs. Hello. Oh, more diamonds. Okay. So many creepers. Oh my gosh. I don't want to go over there, but there's diamonds over there. Okay, let's grab this first. Skeleton. My gosh. So I got those diamonds. Some redstone here. I'll grab that too. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay. Cool. Got a copper bolt out of that too. Lovely. Some more redstone. I don't really care about the gold. So yeah, there's more diamonds and redstone over there. I do want to grab that real quick. Let me just light this area up really briefly. Okay, but we got to clear these creepers. Grab these diamonds. I'm not going to worry about that redstone, but I will get this redstone. So let's come back this way. Not too bad of a haul in terms of blocks so far, and we did find some diamonds. Put this redstone away as well. Now, we still don't have enough diamonds for a full set of diamond armor, so I think we will resume drilling. Let's set this down. Fire it up. Go! Whew, that could have been really bad. We fell through our shaft here, ended up in a dripstone cave, seems like. Suppose we might as well check it out, see if there's any diamonds that are immediately exposed. Oh, look at that. In the last series, we gathered some dripstone so that we could have a lava farm to fuel our furnaces so we could smelt things. But obviously here we have the steam engine, and water is actually a better source of fuel. Oh, I just realized we're level 30 now as well. Great. So now we just need enough diamonds to make the diamond armor. Of course, more levels will be good so that we can enchant all of our armor. Oh boy, this was a long mine shaft. Wow. And we found, like, one ore. We found this redstone and this lapis, which we couldn't even mine. Okay, once again, a very nice haul of blocks. I think we'll definitely take as much of this up as we can. We didn't find a ton of diamonds, though. I don't remember how many I had already back at the house. I brought one down here to kind of leave the inventory slot open. I don't remember how many I left. Though we might not make a helmet since we have the inventor's goggles. I do think I'll mine up this redstone real quick. Okay, well I think for now I'm gonna empty out what I can and bring it back up to the house. I think maybe we'll start planning our build for the steam engine at that point, and then we'll see if we want to come back down here and gather the remaining diamonds that we might need for our armor. You know, the other thing we should do, it's nighttime once again. This, I'm pretty sure, is pretty lined up with the shop. I wonder if we should use the steam drill to dig a tunnel from the shop over to here. And then from there, we'll just make a very simple water elevator to get into the shaft if it's too high, which I assume it will be. We're in a pretty deep pit here. Now, as expected, we only have 14 diamonds, so we would need 5 more in order to craft a full set of diamond armor, minus the helmet, since we have these goggles. Naturally, there's no point in crafting any diamond tools, since we have this rivet gauntlet, which is better than a diamond sword, and the steampunk tools appear to be diamond level. We are also level 30, and we should be able to use the steam engine to generate some experience pretty quickly. However, we don't have a full enchanting setup, so we're going to need some more leather. For that, I think probably we'll end up going back to the Nether with the gold that we smelt, so that we can barter with piglins. I think I'm going to use a mixture of deep slate and stone bricks for our steam engine build, so I'm going to start smelting up some cobblestone while I'm planning. And here we are, the build is completed. We still need to add the steam engine into it and also place the water inside the tank up here. So let's get that set up and then I will show you around. So I had a hopper under here for planning purposes, but I've gone ahead and removed it because I want, like I said, to be able to get some more experience from some of the smelting that we do until we get to a good point, and then I'll put the hopper back in. Whoop! Well, okay, meant to just mine up the cobblestone, but I guess we get a copper bolt out of that. Anyway, so I included some space here to add up to 4 more steam engines in case we get enough copper bolts to add some more, which if we keep getting them for mining up random bits of cobblestone, I think won't be very hard. And that'll allow us to have multiple things smelting at once to sort of make up for the fact that we can't automate it with hoppers on top, since that's where the water fuels it. In terms of the actual build construction, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, just kind of a big old box. I used deep slate and cracked deep slate, as well as stone bricks, cracked stone bricks. And then we have tough bricks mixed with polished tuff for the ceiling, as well as deep slate and cracked deep slate tiles for the floor. Now, building this actually took a little bit more work than I was expecting. Of course, I had to craft up all of the deep slate and stone and tough blocks into their respective brick types in the stone cutter, but I also had to smelt some of them into the cracked stone brick variants, as well as smelt up some glass. I did those in a normal furnace because the steam engine was being used to smelt up the tons of copper that we need for these copper blocks. Technically, I could have used a lot less by using cut copper instead of whole copper blocks, since you can stone cut a normal copper block into 4 blocks of cut copper. But I wanted the look of these whole copper blocks for this exterior portion, so it took a little bit more time. Fortunately, we had tons of copper because of the hydraulic press farm, which actually ended up overflowing for a little bit. So I had to come in and clean all of that up, and I ended up leaving these barrels here to store the compressed versions of all of the block. So we can see in here we have tons of blocks of raw copper, fair amount of iron, and even some gold. So this should give us a lot more room as the hydraulic press farm just continues to operate. At a certain point, I'm sure we'll probably turn it off by taking away one of these redstone torches, turn off the clock. But at least for now, it is manageable. I would say once we get a couple of stacks of blocks of raw gold, that is when we go ahead and call it quits. So with that all completed, we're actually going to go ahead and start smelting up the gold. And we'll just kind of do it like this for now and come and check on it every few minutes. Now at this point, we have 7 refined copper bolts stored up. Rather than save them for some more structures, since it seems like we're now at a point where we can find many refined copper bolts relatively easily, I'm actually going to go ahead and first buy a new mechanist to hopefully get a steampunk shovel out of, as well as an additional hydraulic press for some secret plans that I have coming up. So let's go ahead and get another mechanist, as well as a hydraulic press. There we go. Now I feel like a collector. So the mechanist is going to go right here, and we're going to see... We did not get a steampunk shovel trade, but we do have a steampunk sword. That confirms that we have one of those. It says, killed mobs have a chance to drop copper ingots. It is possible this steampunk sword will also produce refined copper bolts occasionally, but I think it is weaker than our rivet gauntlet, and I don't really want to have 2 melee weapons on hand. We do have 2 refined copper bolts left, but I think since those are our last 2, I'll wait till next episode to decide if I want to buy a 3rd mechanist or not. I do have plans for this hydraulic press though. So for now what we're going to do, I'm going to put this hydraulic press right here. I'm going to move this dropper right here, get another brick and another redstone right here to trigger this hydraulic press. And we're going to spam some cobbled deep slate here, put that in my offhand. My hope is that since the cobbled deep slate seems to be able to produce normal ore blocks, including emerald ore, that we might be able to get diamonds out of this, and that'll let us get the last few diamonds that we need to finish a full set of diamond armor. Again, minus the helmet. So let's see if we can get this to work. So we actually got pretty lucky, and that gave us all 5 of the diamonds that we need. Which means now that we have that, I think what I'm going to do is put this hopper right here. So now with that hopper there, this can run as it was doing. We still have the dropper here just in case, but now it's not necessarily going to increase our output, but it is going to make it just a little bit more efficient for the speed that we are operating at. Because before what was happening is half the time the piston was trying to push the block, there wasn't one being pushed. It couldn't because the dropper was in the way. Now it's able to push every single time that there's cobblestone, and every single time we are turning that gravel into an output. Sometimes this is doing it, sometimes this is doing it, but ultimately I think that's just going to be better. Oh, we actually got another diamond out of that, cool. But now we have enough diamonds to craft our full set of diamond armor. Plus 1 left over. Actually looks kind of snazzy with the inventor's goggles. I don't know, they kind of work. So now we have our diamond armor. We have 35 levels, probably want a couple more, which our steam engine is working on. But we still don't have the full enchanting setup. So with the gold that our steam engine has smelted up, I think it's time to go to the Nether and trade with some piglins. Part of me would like to make a portal closer to the house or at the house, but since we know that this one drops off in a crimson forest anyway, I think I'm just going to stick with it. Alright, once again into the Nether. Now let's see. Okay, cool. That's very fortunate. Our 2 piglins are still down there, and we might be able to attract a few more. Let's get you guys trading. Hey guys, come here. It's okay. Yep, come here. Good. Okay, get these down there. Okay, the lads are hard at work bartering. I think I'm going to real quick make a chest with some of the crimson stems that's around here, just so we can store all of the garbage items that they're giving us. Now, of course, I think we're going to need to hide the chest so that they don't get mad at me, or other piglins don't get mad at me. I think we'll do something like this. Here we go. It's a little bit silly, but I think in here they won't be able to see us, and that should be enough to keep them from aggroing on us when we try to store our items. Sounds like they might have finished. Did you guys get through it all? Wow. Not sure if we grabbed everything. Our inventory's full, but we got 40 whole leather. Holy cow. We should have done this a long time ago. Oh my gosh. That was only like just under 2 stacks of gold. That's awesome. Let's put the rest of this junk away, and then we'll decide what we're taking back. Certainly the obsidian, I suppose the crying obsidian, take the quartz, and the ender pearls. I have enough room in my inventory, but everything else can stay. Let's go back to the overworld. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Tons of creepers. Tons of mobs. Leave me alone. Okay. Home safe. Let's get to sleep. And we'll get some bookshelves crafted. And let's see. I think I like having the hall here kind of open, although these rooms are not yet filled. So I think we'll go ahead and put these 2 bookshelves here and here. That should be enough. Let's test it out. Yep, we can get to level 30 and we can start enchanting stuff. Now, I do think I want to do the pickaxe first, so let's go ahead and give that the efficiency. Oh my gosh, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at some armor next. What can the chestplate get? Fire protection 3, protection 3. That's probably the one we'll do. Protection 3. Let's do the boots while we can. Okay, unbreaking 3. I was hoping for feather falling, but that's okay. And at this point, we are below level 30. So let's continue working on the steam engine to keep us above level 30 so we can keep enchanting these things. Protection 4, unbreaking 3, not bad at all. And you know what, now that we don't need to barter with piglins, let's go ahead and smelt up some iron as well. Now of course it's raining again. Something else we can do is make the tunnel from our house over to our mining pit. I don't necessarily want to bust down this wall here, so I think we're gonna continue going back through here now that we have the tools to do so. And let's dig out just a small area to set the drill into, make sure we're gonna have somewhere to land. Okay, we can put the drill right there. Pretty sure it's that way, so we'll fire this up and be on our way. Good, now we have a tunnel over to the mining pit. I think we will go ahead and make just kind of a doorway here. And we'll want to light up this tunnel, of course. Since I have night vision, it's always hard to remember to place torches and things to keep us safe from mobs. But I think that'll be sufficient. I'll do one more to be safe. Excellent. And now we have a nice little tunnel over to the mine. But now, with the rain stopped and morning time upon us, let's see how the steam engine is doing. There we go. Okay. Let's see what enchantment we can get on our chest plate. Blast protection 4 again. I think that's fine. That's all that we get, but better than nothing. With our steampunk pickaxe and full diamond armor enchanted, I think this is a great place to end the episode. Please remember to subscribe and check out that Patreon link in the description. I share lots of updates on upcoming series and exclusive data packs that I use in my videos there, so it's a great way to keep updated and join the community. Thanks for watching!